Mary Kerry Kennedy, born September 8, 1959, is a renowned American human rights activist, lawyer, and author who has spent decades fighting for justice and equality. As a member of the illustrious Kennedy family, she continues the legacy of her father, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, advocating for marginalized communities and striving for systemic change. Through her work with Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights, she has become a prominent voice in the global fight for human dignity and social justice. Born in Washington, D.C., Kerry Kennedy was the seventh of 11 children of Robert F. Kennedy and Ethel Skakel Kennedy. Her childhood was deeply shaped by the ideals of public service, activism, and compassion championed by her parents. She grew up surrounded by the tumult of the 1960s, a time of social upheaval and political change in the United States. The assassination of her father in 1968, when she was only 9 years old, left an indelible mark on her life. Her father's dedication to civil rights, poverty alleviation, and justice profoundly influenced her worldview and instilled in her a determination to carry on his mission. Kennedy attended the Putney School, a progressive institution in Vermont that encouraged activism and critical thinking. She later studied at Brown University, where she earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in political science in 1981. Motivated by a desire to effect change through law, she pursued her Juris Doctor degree at Boston College Law School, graduating in 1987. During her early career, Kennedy worked in El Salvador, investigating reports of human rights violations during the country's civil war. This experience served as a catalyst for her lifelong dedication to human rights, shaping her approach to advocacy and solidifying her commitment to defending the oppressed. In the 1980s, Kerry Kennedy joined the Robert F. Kennedy Center for Justice and Human Rights, now known as Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights, an organization founded in her father's memory. Over the years, she rose to become its president, leading its efforts to combat injustice worldwide. Under Kennedy's leadership, the organization expanded its scope and influence. It has supported grassroots movements, collaborated with international organizations, and provided resources to human rights defenders fighting for freedom, equality, and dignity. Her work has touched on a wide range of issues, including racial justice, women's rights, LGBTQ+ equality, and the protection of political prisoners. Kennedy's approach emphasizes collaboration with local activists, recognizing that sustainable change requires empowering communities to address their own challenges. Her advocacy has taken her to over 30 countries, where she has witnessed firsthand the struggles of marginalized populations and the courage of those who resist oppression. In addition to her activism, Kennedy is an accomplished author. Her 2008 book, Being Catholic Now: Prominent Americans Talk About Change in the Church and the Quest for Meaning, explores the evolving role of faith in contemporary life through interviews with influential figures. Her most impactful literary work is Speak Truth to Power: Human Rights Defenders Who Are Changing Our World, 2009, a collection of stories profiling courageous activists from around the globe. The book was adapted into a play and a traveling photo exhibition, further amplifying the voices of those fighting for justice. Through these projects, Kennedy sought to inspire individuals to recognize their potential, to effect change, and to take action against injustice. As a sought-after speaker, Kerry Kennedy addresses audiences worldwide on topics such as human rights, social justice, and leadership. Her speeches emphasize the power of individual and collective action to create meaningful change. She frequently participates in international forums, using her platform to highlight critical issues and urge policymakers to uphold principles of equality and fairness. In 1990, Kerry Kennedy married Andrew Cuomo, who later became governor of New York. The couple had 3 daughters, twins Cara and Mariah, and Michaela, before divorcing in 2005. Despite the challenges of balancing public and private life, Kennedy has remained steadfast in her commitment to advocacy and her family. She has instilled in her daughters the values of compassion, service, and resilience. Kennedy's tireless work in human rights has earned her numerous awards and honors. She has received the Eleanor Roosevelt Medal of Honor, the Thomas More Award, and other accolades for her contributions to advancing social justice. Her ability to connect with people from diverse backgrounds and her unwavering determination to address systemic inequalities have made her a respected figure in the field of human rights. Kerry Kennedy embodies the ideals of her father's famous call to action. Each time a man stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope. Through her advocacy, leadership, and writing, she has sent forth countless ripples, inspiring others to join the fight for a fairer and more equitable world. Her work at Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights has helped transform the organization into a global force for change, fostering hope and empowerment in communities across the globe. Kerry Kennedy's life is a testament to the power of compassion, courage, and unwavering commitment to justice. As she continues to champion the causes of the underserved and the oppressed, her legacy serves as a beacon for future generations.